Inside elbow drop. I've got to put KTM and orange gear into this group. I think one other person I got to put in your group also. Off the clutch. Using the clutch so much. Off the clutch. Elbow drop. Hips forward.
You're trying to keep that inside elbow up?
Yeah. I mean, Yamaha's doing it the best, but Yamaha definitely has an elbow issue when it goes to sit.
Well, you can almost kind of see that they're countering it.
Too much,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You can let the bike move and lean under you, but it shouldn't be. There's a lot of guys out there that are like, you can see they're really trying to, and that usually comes with just like complete discomfort. There's a couple people in this group. We got to make this loop bigger. They're all on top of each other. He's got it okay. His elbows are definitely down a little bit. His hips, I think, go way too far to the front. He's doing a lot of forcing.
Yeah. Four two did good that time.
Yeah. Oh boy. Head too far back. There's no weight on that front end at all. This rut is going to be destroyed by the time you guys get out there. Just letting you know. I might have to fix it. He's been one of the more consistent because he's just standing all the way through. Oh boy.
Why are the guys, when they get to the...
They're slamming it. Huh?
Yeah.
It's because a good amount of them are Hail Marying this, meaning they come in, they're starting to get nervous, and so they accelerate harder than they need to and slam into that. So, and that's coming with almost like panic.
Yeah, some of them look really good, but to me, also...
You want to avoid that slam because then you're killing all momentum. Yeah. And you're blowing the rut out. Yeah. Oh boy. I saw that coming from a mile away. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. By the way, we should be able to see that when we come up over the roller. A lot of those guys didn't see that until they were in the rut about to hit them. I'm giving away the Dream 125, and today only, you guys can earn 3 times entries by going to themotoacademy.com, subscribing to the Moto Academy 2.0 platform, and anything you purchase beyond that is triple entries just today. We're gonna pick a winner June 14th, so you only got a couple days left to win the ultimate 125 build. Good luck, guys. I'm gonna get to like 3 or 4 different topics here, and this was sort of general theme before I figure out the loop. He's right. Everybody was kind of, for the most part, going as fast as they could, not only here, but like the whole freaking time. Yeah, that's what I said. The rest of the loop is, in theory today, to be used to create space so that we can get back to this effectively. And we've got to go slow. I said that it was ugly because it was ugly. Like only a few guys were able to get this corner. Like how much did this rut change from the time you guys just started that session to now? Oh, completely different. And it's because there was no consistency from almost anybody in that group. I mean, I could definitely count on less than one hand the consistent guys in that group. The ones that were inconsistent were just going too fast. And I got asked a good question from one of the parents. He said, why is everybody slamming this part of the rut so hard? I'm like, well, because they're getting a little nervous here and almost throwing Hail Mary attempts at the first part of the rut and just getting on the gas too hard, and then they're just annihilating this part of the turn instead of like slowing down before to a speed that feels comfortable to you, which by the way, what's comfortable to you, 55, is going to be completely different than what's comfortable to 381. Are you pro or A? What are you up to? 381. You're B? Oh, you're good. And KTM 123, you were probably the most consistent. You just would get backed into people real easy. KTM 729, is it? You were one of the more consistent ones in that group. Go with speed that is comfortable for you. It might be a speed that you haven't gone that slow in a long time, but that's what I want today. It was just that seemed like chaos, and it felt like chaos. And also it creates bad decisions in a couple ways. One, it brings your vision in. When there was a Yamaha that crashed here, and it was so interesting to see what happened, even with the faster guys. You ended up deep into this rut before you realized what was going on. You should have seen the rider down in the rut as soon as you popped over the roller. As soon as your front tire crests the top of that roller, you should be doing a quick scan of this corner to see what you're approaching, especially if you're fast, because if you're riding local tracks with slower people, you've got to be accountable for who you're approaching, because you're going to come by guys really, really quick. So use those higher vantage points to scan super far ahead, and so you just know what's up, what's going on, right? Group 2, any other realizations that we saw from Group 1? Like, what were some things that we were noticing, good or bad? I did see quite a bit of hip thrusting going on. I want to say it was from 55 on the, what is that, a Cowie? Your safe space, like you would end up kind of here a lot. Make sure those knees stay back and you're just hinging at the hips to get the head forward. That's where 729 looked really quite good. You had a good attack position in that sense. Inside elbow was one thing that it seemed like the guys that were hitting the turn the best were the ones that never sat down. Because as soon as we started to sit down, it was like a trigger for as soon as your butt would hit the seat, the elbows would drop, and then we'd fall inside of the bike. It was almost like on cue. As soon as butt hit the seat, whoop, we'd fall inside of that bike. Even 381, you definitely got elbow issue a little bit, only when you sit. When you stand, you look great. When you sit, you fall inside of the bike pretty easy. Also saw some clutch abuse going on. 14 on the gas, like you couldn't figure out where to be on the clutch, where to be. I don't think you'd really need the clutch anywhere through this corner period. You should be able to just flow through with momentum. If you stuff yourself and then need your clutch a ton in the deep part of that rut, you've done it wrong, right? And I noticed that even from some of the 4-strokes, I think you were more so just trying to stay in the rut. But when you pull the clutch in, you're confusing the lean angle of the bike. So eliminate that factor completely, right?